All right, it's the rundown. Thursday, January 4th, brought to you by the Barstool Sports store. A lot of great merch on the Barstool store. We got Pat Bev Show merch. We got
legendary shirt.
I was gonna wait a little bit and then transition that into our first topic.
And why'd you look at us for suggestions?
I was gonna think of your Oakland L's shirt. I was trying to shout out your Oakland L's shirt.
That's not available anymore.
No.
That's been taken off.
Because it's sold out.
Yeah, in some ways, yes.
Yeah.
They only made 23 of them, and they sold out. What do you want?
If you wear Pat Bev merch to tomorrow night's Sixers game, and they see you in the crowd, you're eligible for an upgrade to like better seats in the stadium. It's like
Really?
a promo that we're doing, yeah.
If I see someone wearing an Oakland L shirt in the wild, I'll give you $20 cash.
I mean, that wouldn't even pay back the price of the shirt.
That's pretty nice. So you get a shirt and you get $20. That's pretty good, though, right? That's generous. That's a generous man.
That's really nice.
That's kindness.
A good discount.
Thank you. I
Almost
appreciate
a better
that.
deal than getting like courtside seats at a Sixers game.
Yeah.
How many people can get it?
One, but
All of them.
we're gonna pick one person who's
Gotcha.
wearing the merch.
Are you asking me? All of them. Anyone?
I was not asking
Anyone
you.
who comes
No,
in with
no,
this,
no.
anyone I see in
That cap is 8 people.
Yeah. But buy some merch.
Buy so much. And to be honest with you, little secret, it's not even sponsored by the Barstool store. We just threw that in ourselves. We didn't have an ad read, and we were like, you know what?
We're the
Let's
sales
shout out
team
the
now.
Barstool store. Yeah, we're the sales team. Why not shout out the Barstool?
And you were moping that we didn't have any.
I was not moping at all.
It was taking it really, really.
I was not. John said no ads. I said, all right, let's do it. And you guys acted like I took
It's
that
not your
personally.
fault.
You seem to,
I know it's not my
okay.
fault. It's not as if ad companies knew Tommy's going to be on the
One
rundown
does,
Thursday,
one company doesn't
January
like
4th.
it, though, right? One company doesn't.
There's
like
one company.
Yeah.
Should we shout them out? Should we give them an ad?
Yeah.
No, we shouldn't. You know, I'll give Rent App, but I'm shouting out Rent App.
Rent
They
App's
bought it
great.
for the smoke show. I'll just keep shouting out Rent App.
Rent App's great.
Rent App.
So yeah, this is me, and I'm up for more ads if you want. Pink Whitney,
Sure.
whoever.
New Hampshire.
I don't know if this is allowed, but I'm just shouting out all companies I like.
Yeah.
High Noon, love High Noon.
High Noon's great.
High Noon Fridge
It's
right
fantastic.
there.
Yeah.
Shout out to Buddha Ben. Shout out Buddha Ben hoodies.
Shout out Buddha Ben hoodies, high fashion for high people.
Shout out Barstool Golf.
This is
You got a hat? No, you have the hat.
Barstool Sports.
Yeah,
Yes.
where's the hoodie from? Shout it out.
Lululemon.
Shout out
All right.
Free ads.
But no free ads.
But no free ads. Anyway, biggest, like you would think, oh, maybe this would be an after show topic, but no, it's legitimately, we're a story that covers the internet, and this is the #1 story on the internet right now. He just happens to be our coworker also, Jersey Jerry. Jerry After Dark, hole-in-one, over 36 hours of streaming. He started Tuesday night, 10 p.m. Eastern, trying to get a hole-in-one in the golf simulator in the Chicago office. It took him 36 hours, 2,627 strokes, which is about the equivalent of 26 rounds of golf. And Jersey Jerry hit a hole-in-one. The whole internet taken by storm. You had Tom Brady tweeting about it, J.J. Watt, T.J. Watt, Paige Sporanic,
Scott Van Pelt.
Scott Van Pelt last
Jerry
night,
Ferrara.
Jerry Ferrara, Kyle Watt. You have everybody. Brooks Koepka.
What's up, Jerry? Congratulations. Thank you for inspiring a generation of golfers. You beat the machine.
Jerry, what's up, man? Congrats on the hole-in-one. Didn't think it would take that long, but better late than never.
Jerry, Finna says you were lucky, but I say it was awesome. Congratulations, mate. Nice celebration too.
Jerry, congrats, my man. You're putting the world on its head. What you did is just special stuff. You're the man.
Congratulations, Jared, on your hole-in-one. Well done.
Congrats, Jerry. 37 hours, wow, that's incredible. I don't even know if I could have done that. So congrats, buddy. Good job.
Congratulations, Jerry. That's a hell of a feat. Good work, dude.
92,000 people, I believe, were
Maximum,
watching concurrent when
happened.
Jerry hit it. It was
Which also,
incredible.
it was almost like he had a sense of the moment because that was a peak in viewers.
Yeah.
So the most people were watching and the most people could see it. I was watching live and it's not like I watched the entire time, but I felt pretty fortunate to even see it live.
It was like, if you think about it, he had 2496 strokes yesterday. I think he had like 131 today, and he hit it today. Like, that's...
Yeah, we were watching The Office, and he was getting very close. Like, we could tell where, like, he clearly just had it down today. I think the sleep helped him a lot last night. And I think he had maybe like 10 that were within pretty close to the hole, landing on the green. And then, yeah, there's a moment I'll never forget. Seeing it go in, being able to make sure we saw it live, The Office erupted.
I was watching it last night, and Dan made a good point. Dan's like, you're swinging just with your arms because you're so tired. You need a good night's sleep. And when he came back today, it was like a whole new Jerry.
Yeah.
We were doing Pick Central, which Dave said it was the worst reaction, the lamest reaction he's ever seen.
Oh, it's 100% easier on a natural course. Yeah. 100%. I mean, it's 1,000% hard in general. Well, I guess he did it.
You got it?
Did he finally get it?
We have it live, so we'll see. I have it. Do you guys see it up?
Well, they're cheering out there.
I didn't hear anything.
I heard a loud uproar.
That's all we needed to do.
Yeah, we
We needed to say it was impossible.
Yeah, the Pick Central bump.
I think this might be it. He did it. He fucking did it. He did it.
Oh, thank God.
Fucking insane.
Good for Jerry.
Oh, my God. That's nuts. I didn't think it was fucking possible.
Hey, just need a little velocity.
I'll say this.
Bosco.
What? I really,
dude.
When it goes to what?
Objectively,
Oh,
fucking
hilarious.
hilarious. It's not
100%.
possible. I know a guy.
First jinx. I'm saying what they said. They said it. These people like, I'm telling you, it fucking couldn't happen. I guess you just have to take 2,600 fucking strokes.
Honestly, I was just like relieved for the guy because I really thought yesterday.
What was the reaction?
We were just, I was.
Oh, boo.
It was like, oh, fuck that guy. No, it was like, oh, he finally did it. It was just like, more, except for me, it was more like a relief. I thought it was impossible because there was a shot he had yesterday where the ball went to the hole and like stopped short. I'm like, maybe there's a thing about mulligans. There's all. I think the simulator.
Right as you guys were saying that it was impossible.
That's when he does it.
You, Rico, and Smitty
had
just agreed that it was impossible that he would never do
No,
it.
I didn't. I know we speculated it could be. I was really thinking it might be impossible.
Well, no, I think that's fair. Like, I think that there was a point where people started to wonder, like, is the simulator...
I thought the simulator was fucking with him. I'm like,
Right.
that's just so cruel. I felt bad for him.
There was also rumors spreading that what he was playing on mulligan mode,
Yes.
that you were just not allowed to get a hole in
It was
one
a code
on mulligan.
So what writes that code?
Let's use some common sense. What kind of golf simulator doesn't allow holes in ones?
NBA Jam, if you played the Bulls versus the Pistons, the original version, the Bulls couldn't beat the Pistons in a certain, like, there's certain things that are coded in there that fuck with you.
But a golf simulator where you can't get a hole
on a
in
mulligan?
one?
Why is that crazy?
Because a golf simulator is to like try it completely de-incentivizes anybody from doing the thing that it's there to do.
I agree, but 2,500 strokes, I just felt bad for him. I'm like, this is cruel if he's doing something that's impossible. I just didn't want, that was where my mind was going last night watching him. I'm like, this sucks. This guy.
I like, he's over 100,000 subscribers.
Oh, it's great.
Maybe 110,000 subscribers. I feel like there was like at some point a sentiment among some people, maybe even that we work with, that like, oh, Jerry's just like, maybe not as big of a star as some people were making it out to be, not as funny as some people. Dude, Jerry's fucking so funny, and that show is a rocket ship. He is a star. That show is going crazy places. Like, if this is the first episode that you watched, like, maybe just go back and watch some of the other ones, because when he was like trying food with like the dog collar on, it was some of the funniest shit that I ever watched.
Listen to me, jerk off. If I get mouse trapped, it's a win. And I don't give a fuck what you or the chat says. Ryan, hand me the shit. Where's it at?
It's on the table.
Dude, this is fucked up.
Reach down with your right hand.
Dude, this is fucking... I'm gonna get mouse trapped, bro.
There's so many funny episodes of this. Everyone, he's constantly topping himself. Shout out to Lucas, his producer. Like, they come out with fucking great ideas. I'm just excited to see what he does next, because I think he has the internet by the balls right now.
What is his next? Do we know what he's going to do next week? Has he announced that? No. I don't know if he had that in the back of his mind.
Yeah, he was saying on radio that him and Austin were talking, and it is something to your point, Adam, that like it has the potential to reach like an outside Barstool audience. Like, you don't have to know Barstool, or you really don't even have to know who Jersey Jerry is to just enjoy the stream.
I bet he'll have 1 million subscribers within a year.
Yeah,
I bet you're right. I bet there's another thing that happens that goes really long like this, and that will make it even bigger.
It's consistent. It's once a week.
It's appointment viewing.
Yeah,
like the way that people are
you know what it's going to be.
He's a fucking he's a beast. Like it's absolutely
TMZ.
everywhere. Like it would be like if this was a regular rundown and he didn't work here, we'd be like, there's
That's
this
what I'm saying.
guy who is doing this thing and it's taking him 36 hours. It's fucking just absolutely.
It was true.
incredible
It became
program.
like a Truman Show-esque, where we're all tuning in, being like, we're just watching this guy trying to do something, trying to accomplish something, and the world was just captivated by it.
his attitude. He just won't quit.
Bully hard.
Except for when it comes to crack cocaine.
Yes, that
he
he only quits when it's when you should quit.
Yeah.
Yes.
And this he shouldn't have quit. But Smitty was taking a lot of strays.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, that's why I was laughing when you were like, now that we think about it, like the Pick Central, like the lamest reaction of all time, like it's Smitty who's been taking strays and Rico, who obviously, I know him and Jerry are on good terms right now, but there's this never-ending old dog versus new dog.
And that might have been, Dave was maybe more direct. I doubt it had anything to do with me. I was just there, but but it did feel like a relief though. I think everyone in the room just felt like, oh, thank God for that guy. That's how I felt. It's like, oh, this poor guy. Like his hands were bleeding yesterday. He was so sore this morning. I was just like, oh, this. I just wanted him to do. Like we all did. We just all wanted him to do it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was excited though. I'd say that the initial reaction.
Well, I heard
initial reaction should be more excitement.
We were spoiled. We heard you guys cheer, so we kind of knew that it was going to happen. Like we didn't see it actually go in real time.
I was unloading my AK into my apartment ceiling like New Year's Eve in Iran.
Oh yeah,
fucking
right.
love it. Yeah. It was very exciting for me.
Your poor neighbors upstairs.
That's okay. They're gone now.
Yeah.
Next up, Epstein. I mean, this is how, honestly, how insane and successful the Jerry After Dark stream was. We've been waiting 5 years for the Epstein list to get released, and it got bumped to second fiddle on the rundown. And like on Twitter, 3 of the top 5 trends were like legendary, he did it, and just Jersey Jerry. It's like the Epstein list didn't even drop. It was so captivating that
it makes you think that Epstein had something to do with
he hacks into the golf simulator.
Don't you think?
Yeah.
It's all coming together.
Yeah. Let's see. Among the names are Prince Andrew.
We knew that.
Bill Clinton.
We knew that.
Bill Clinton. I saw there was a quote where like some girl on the trial was like, Jeffrey Epstein told me that Bill Clinton likes him young, referring to her also. That's bad. Naomi Campbell, Leonardo DiCaprio, Kate Blanchett, Cameron Diaz, Bruce Willis, Stephen Hawking, David Copperfield. So a bunch of liberal Hollywood elites. Surprise.
Now, I will say just quickly that just because you're the names Tommy said doesn't mean you're actually like with young girls. Like some people were just in the conversation of these testimonies. They were
right. Like these people weren't even all necessarily on the island.
on the island. Or anything, right. No, like, Stephen Hawking though was.
Well, Stephen Hawking, yeah. I mean, he
I
was probably.
didn't realize it was wheelchair accessible.
I guess
I didn't realize there were ramps on Little St. James.
Do you think he had to build that in just for Stephen Hawking?
There was.
This is fucking awesome.
He was involved in like an orgy with like.
How
underage
old are
girls.
you? Wait, don't tell me. I honestly, I can't say it.
I'm debating.
It's hard to blame him because he's.
Why can't you just get with?
It's hard. Let's put it this way. It's a lot easier to blame a lot of other people.
We can blame him. Why doesn't he go get a girl that's 20? Why does he need to go get a girl that's 16 on an island? That's a sex
go
slave?
get her.
Oh, he's got a lot of money. He's got
Stephen Hawking probably didn't even know that it was a pedophile island. Jeffrey Epstein was probably just like, there's free pussy out there. He's like, oh my God.
He's a pretty smart guy. I think he can probably figure it out.
He didn't ask a single question. He just heard free pussy. He didn't ask a single question.
You think he's like pulling up
Roll
at the
me
bar?
onto that PJ.
What's your sign? Like, there's no way that he's
I'm
like
sure that
belly up
he
at the
has
bar.
people who. I mean, his wife divorced
You
him for
look a little bit
cheating.
like Stephen Hawking.
What's that?
You look a little bit like Stephen Hawking.
Like young,
Not kidding.
handsome
Yeah.
Stephen Hawking.
All right, I'll
when
take
he was
that,
a
I guess.
Lothario.
All right.
And in his older age, it was probably just hard to raise up girls via computer.
I don't think he looks like me. I don't think. I don't know.
When I get really drunk, I look like Stephen
That's true. Maybe I do. Yeah. Just
get
passed
that
out.
But everyone else is totally at
Scumbags.
I mean, is Kate Blanchett, like is Cameron Diaz, like was she like?
I think she was just named in a testimony. That's why I don't like. We have to be very careful with like saying, "Oh, this person's on Epstein's list." That's not necessarily true. They could have been brought up in a testimony. It's 96 pages.
Right. This is the ultimate.
Like
We need Spark Notes. I need to know who was where. Somebody's got to go through this, figure it out.
Yeah, there's it right there. I saw one report saying you had met Kate Blanchett and Leonardo DiCaprio. I did not meet them. No. So it's like, all right, so those people are not like,
So yeah, that's
we gotta
tough.
be very careful.
So John
with,
Rich,
like,
that's a little bit on you,
Yeah, like-
putting him in.
Did you meet Cameron Diaz? No.
yes. Like,
I mean, we could have been on the fucking list. Like, did you meet Chris Clemmer? No.
no, and then that's what I mean. It's from
If
testimony.
anything,
like,
they
you
are.
can't-
They're maybe they're the most vindicated people
Yes.
of all. All we know is that they did not meet them.
Did you meet Cameron Diaz? No.
Crazy.
Like, all right, like let's take them
Tom
off.
Pritzker, though, the guy from Hyatt, definitely has got to be a bad guy, though. And some of the guys are
Yes.
like modeling agents.
Alan Dershowitz was involved with testimony.
But he's been like, they knew it was him for fucking years when he
Yes.
was like, I've never got a massage naked in my life. It's like, dude, shut the fuck up. Yes, you have.
Dershowitz wrote an op-ed about how like statutory rape shouldn't be a crime.
Yeah.
Like, and no, not really a surprise that
It's
he's
hiding in plain sight.
Yeah, it's a pretty clear one.
Committed
there.
it to memory. Kevin Spacey, obvious.
Bill
Bill
Richardson.
Gates, for
The Bill Richardson stuff is really troubling. He was the former mayor of New Mexico, governor of New Mexico. Excuse me. He ran for president. He is all over this.
That guy looks like a
I mean, just
But he
disturbing
didn't used to
stuff.
have
there.
long hair like that. Did he? Like, I feel like he used to have a different, less
Looks like he
pedophilic
clearly got a
look.
tan on that.
I feel like he got a fucking, he became a pedophile and then he started dressing the part. Like,
He,
it's not
he
like
just died. He died in September. Talk about good timing for him.
That's the Joe Paterno senses trouble.
Yeah, it's like,
eyes.
I'm gonna tell
Al Gore.
Al Gore is.
No surprise.
George
Bill
Lucas
Clinton.
was. I thought he was named that he wasn't though.
He denied it.
Although with not,
She
although with,
denied-
he was named with no suggestion of wrongdoing.
Yeah, that's why we like just make sure we're all looking into this appropriately because this is that's quite a label.
Yeah, can we need a list of who was there assaulting?
We were saying on Son of a Boy Dad that like Bill Gates was probably there, but he like couldn't seal the deal with a 13-year-old. He like
He just didn't
tried,
have
and they were
enough
like-
charisma.
Yeah, they were weirded out by him, and they're like,
There's a lot of
Fine if I
rumors.
skip this one.
yeah.
There's a lot of rumors. That's why his wife left him was because of
Really?
his
That's confirmed.
affiliation with Epstein.
I thought it was.
Yeah, pretty
100%
much. I
confirmed.
always.
But they gave a lot
I mean,
of money to
Bill Gates probably is fucking the one who fucking released COVID, and he's going to release smallpox, and they're going to. And by the way, they're shutting off the power grid on us this year. I don't know if you aware of that theory.
No.
The power grid's going to get shut off this year. It's like we're
does
going
that
to lose
even
all
mean?
electricity.
What do you
and
mean?
So there's a new Netflix movie, Leave the World Behind.
Oh yeah, I read the book.
And it's about the power grid getting shut off, produced by Barack Obama's production company.
Right.
So the elites are behind it, and this year, probably around late October, early November, if you catch my drift, they're going to shut off the power
It
grid.
was a book first, though, Tom.
No, but I've seen a few TikToks.
Okay, all right.
I also heard
I'm
that
sorry.
the world is going to end on Y2K. I don't know if that's true.
The power grid thing, I buy into.
I was
Shut down
I
a
was scared
power
of
grid
Y2K.
likely, says Ryder.
I legitimately was. I was worried.
What did you think was going to happen?
I thought we were going to lose power, so we just only a few of us friends got together. We didn't go out or anything. Isn't that
Thought you were
sad?
going to lose power?
Well, I didn't want to be like trapped somewhere. I didn't know what was going to happen. I really believed in Y2K.
It is, so if I'm remembering,
So I like the lamest New Year's Eve 1990. Even though I was 20 years old, it should have been awesome. It was so sad.
What?
if I like I don't know that, but like from what I know about Y2K, it's like basically everyone was worried because the internet was created and the internet didn't think about the 2000.
It had the years was like the last two. So like 1999 it was 99, and they were afraid that when it goes to 00, it would fuck everything up. And I think
What an incredible lack of foresight by the people who made the
Who made
internet
computers like 2 years earlier?
to not realize 2000 was
and
coming.
some programs were at risk, but the actual like infrastructure country was not.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
But
No shit.
Well, yeah, you say that now, but when you're in the middle of it and you're
I too was alive.
Me too.
Yeah.
how
Me and
old were
Tony-
you?
12?
Were you worried about Y2K at all?
No.
Did you go out and have a good time at 12? Or not?
I was fucking shooting my AK off. That was the time of my life.
I was a nervous Nelly. What do you want from me?
Fair. Sad times though for those folks that were implicated, I guess.
Not sad. Fuck them.
Yeah.
But bad. I mean, they're having, I assume, a bad day.
They've probably been sitting worrying every
I just
day
can't
for
believe
5
it
years.
came
They
out.
know.
And there's
Also,
more stuff coming
Are
out.
there going to be any repercussions? Like, what happens to Bill Clinton? We know now Bill Clinton's been on the island and that he likes young girls. But, like,
You'd have to be criminally charged.
right now, that's not going to happen.
All that's going to happen is a couple judges are going to suicide themselves, and
Yeah.
it's going to be swept under the
We're
rug.
going to move past it.
There are more documents to come out over the next 3 weeks, so expect more and more names. Just make sure that we're implicating the right people, I guess.
Gypsy Rose has been released from prison. So if anyone, I guess, is unfamiliar with this story, which I was as of like a week ago, 32, pleaded guilty to second-degree murder in 2016 for hiring someone, which was her boyfriend, having her boyfriend kill her abusive mom. Story was told in like documentaries and stories back then. But basically what happened is her mom lied to her whole life about her being sick, would basically just try to keep her locked inside the house, would be like, we got to take out your salivatory glands, or you have this disease, you can't walk, blah, blah, blah.
Munchausen by proxy, I think.
Yeah, I don't know what that means, but I've been hearing that a lot. Yeah, basically she just made her believe she was super sick, and she wasn't. Gypsy was like, all right, we got to do something about this. Met a guy online, killed the mom. He's in jail for life. Gypsy Rose, who got married in prison, had a message to her husband last night. Now she's out where, her husband, who I guess is an ugly fat guy. People are like, oh, you're an ugly fat guy on the internet. And she's saying like, Ryan, don't listen to the haters. I love you. You love me. That D is fire. Or that you rock in my world every night. Here's my whole thing with the Gypsy. I just think it's a little bit weird, or it's bad probably for her that she went from getting tortured her whole life by her mother to jail, and now she's out and is like the biggest internet celebrity in the world. I feel like maybe she should be, in like therapy or like laying more low. I feel like right now having all this thrown at you after you.
She'll kill again, you think?
I'm not saying kill again. I think she just, I don't know. It doesn't seem like it adds up to a good
healthy mental state.
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, we always have cared about people's mental state in the world. I think that she should have to turn her name in, though. I don't think she's hot enough for her name. If your name is Gypsy Rose, you should be like a TikTok star or like dating NBA players.
I'm like a 90-year-old woman.
Huh?
Isn't that like a 90-year-old woman?
Honestly, I think like hot foreign girl.
Oh. Yeah, like Ruby Rose.
I feel like a grandma. Gypsy Rose? It seems like an older name.
That's Gypsy Rose is like a TikTok girl. Like a TikTok, like a 23-year-old or some shit like that.
You know who must be going through it right now is her old boyfriend, the guy that killed the mom. He must be like, what the fuck?
Well, here's what happened is he was an overachiever. That guy, he killed his mom, and then if he stopped there, if he stopped at killing Gypsy Rose's mom, we'd be like, that guy's a fucking hero. But then he couldn't help himself, and he wanted to rape the dead corpse, and then he instead raped the gypsy instead.
Oh no!
And,
that's a bad guy. I didn't realize it.
Yeah.
Oh no!
Where it's like if he could have just cut himself off from that.
Yeah.
Like
Gypsy hero or
Gypsy Rose must have been like, what the fuck? Like she like finds this guy to come kill her mom,
and then
and she's like, yes. And then like the second he's done, she's like, he's like, I gotta go rape her corpse now. And she's like, fuck. I knew this was too good to be true. So yeah, he definitely should be in jail forever.
Yeah. Good. Congratulations to her, though. I hope she finds the solace that she deserves.
Sally.
I hope this guy.
I hope Sally Ann.
Yeah, Sally would make so much more sense.
Yeah.
I hope that this guy doesn't rape any more of her dead relatives.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, it'd be hard, I think, to do that from prison. Oh, the current one.
The current one.
Yeah.
She's a Saints fan too, so it'd be great for her if the Saints get that NFC South.
Yeah. So is Ben Metz. Maybe a collab.
Wow.
They honestly would be a cute couple.
Of course.
Anything else? Have we squeezed the juice on that one?
Munchausen for the
started
cause.
saying oh, there you go. I like it. Eminem had Munchausen's by proxy. He used to like rap about it.
What is it exactly?
Feel sick. When your family members make you feel sick when you're not.
Gotcha.
When they're like,
so what is Munchausen?
Like the Sixth Sense.
So is
Munchausen is when you do it to yourself, and by proxy is when someone else does it.
Got it. So it's not like. So did her mom have Munchausen?
I don't know, maybe, but it's usually like, oh, sweetheart, you have cancer, like you stay in bed.
Yeah, that's so.
Like whatever.
What I have maybe some of us say I have hypochondria, where I do that to myself. It's like I've been worried about my blood pressure recently, and then my blood pressure goes up, and then you're a hypochondriac.
Have you seen The Sixth Sense?
No.
But
I just know what the twist is, so it's a little hard to get into it, you know.
Yeah, but that's like a war movie. Like you knew what happened at the end of Oppenheimer.
I didn't really know that story too well. I mean,
you don't know about.
I knew the bombs. I knew the bomb eventually went off.
Exactly. That's what Sixth Sense is.
For a smart guy, you're pretty stupid sometimes, huh? Yeah. Well said.
Tyreek Hill's house caught on fire.
His kid started. It was a child playing with a lighter, I guess. That came out today. Yeah.
Everyone is fine, though. It seems like a bunch of firemen put it out. Will it make Hard Knocks?
Oh, definitely. Will him having 3 kids this year, the same year that he got married, 3 kids by 3 women, will that make Hard Knocks?
Probably not. I'll tell you what.
Let's hope he
Tyreek
doesn't.
Hill. He's a likable son of a gun. On Hard Knocks, like on Hard Knocks. I'm saying he's got a lot of like.
Not if he's your dad.
No, I'm saying he's got obviously an awful like history of doing bad stuff. If somebody didn't know anything and they're just like, oh, I'm just going to tune into Hard Knocks, you'd be like, this guy's awesome. But obviously he is not. But it is just kind of crazy where the way they are presenting him is you would think he's just like. I think he's literally the star of the show. Like everything is like, oh, Tyreek Hill, look at Tyreek Hill.
This kid who started this fire should be like witness protection. Like, if he beat the shit out of his kid that didn't set his house on fire.
And I will say,
Tyreek is a bad guy.
What if it's the same one though?
Oh, that poor.
Here's the thing though.
No, what if it's the same one and the kid's like, oh, this is my revenge?
Yeah, fuck you, Dad.
Yeah, it could be.
I kind of respect that move.
I looked it up, and there might be more. Like it could, and I'm not saying
the kid's fault.
No. Like our just story of like, oh, Tyreek Hill beat his whole family. Like I looked it up a little, and it's like it might not be as proven as we like think it is. So I don't want to run with it too much, if that makes sense. I mean, he definitely has done some bad stuff, but they're all, if there's wrongful accusations, you don't want to just fucking bury the guy too much. But
agreed.
Maybe he is really bad, and if he is, fuck him. Go
maybe
rot
he
with
went through
Stephen Hawking and Gypsy Rose's ex-boyfriend.
Yes. There you go.
So we'll just put a pin on. We're not really sure about that.
Whether Tyreek Hill's good or bad.
All I'm saying is if you just watched Hard Knocks in a vacuum.
I'm pretty confident saying he's bad.
I'm confident saying he's absolved of his. Did he do the time?
I don't think he was.
Oh,
yeah,
no charges.
Yeah.
Oh, so you're better than the legal system, Clever.
Well, that's not hard. A and B.
If you were a judge, I'd beat your ass.
Yeah.
Segue.
What does that say?
Speaking of,
what does that say?
While attending Oklahoma State, he was so he was
convicted of domestic assault.
Okay, so
all right,
bad.
okay.
There it is.
Yeah,
bad.
I'm pretty okay with saying he's a bad guy. I'll ride that.
Okay.
Speaking of assault, a Las Vegas judge was attacked by a defendant during sentencing.
I appreciate that, but I think it's time that he gets a taste of something else because I just can't with that history. In accordance with the laws of the state of Nevada, this court.
Hey! Whoa! Hey! Oh, man, you're good, stop. Don't do this. Hey, where's Mary Kate? Is she okay?
A video was all over Twitter yesterday. This middle-aged to older lady judge was about to sentence
great volume
guy,
in her
and
hair.
I mean, hell of a leap over the table to
That
attack
was like
her.
Rey Mysterio.
Yes, very Rey Mysterio. That's what we were all thinking it. And then a bunch of guys just pounded. One of the guys looks like Rico. The guy in the black suit, that looks like Rico Bosco.
No, Rico could throw harder than that. Those punches are terrible.
Yeah, they were bad punches.
He's like doing girl punches, like this kind of like gavel punches. Look at that. That's terrible punches. He's like stab punches.
Yeah, the real Rico would do a much better job than that.
The lawyer standing there like, this is going to be a tough one to defend. So
He's seeing his win-loss record.
Yeah, I'm not sure how I'm going to spin this one.
I heard the judge changed her mind. She's like, all right. Parole, get off me. And he was like, say no takebacks. And she did. No, obviously you can't beat the shit out of the judge.
No.
Unless
she was on the Epstein Island.
Yes.
Oh, all right.
Very good. Yes.
It's like
or
a quilt.
She was Gypsy Rose's mother.
Yes.
Yes.
Some instances, where judges are bad people.
Right.
Yep.
Like, who's that Supreme Court? Clarence Thomas?
Some people
Ruth
think
Bader
he's...
Ginsburg?
Yeah, that's right.
Clarence Thomas left a pube on a...
He did. He left a pube on a
Coke can?
coworker's... yes, on a coworker's can of Coke.
That's terrible, Riz.
It didn't work for
What
him.
girl is going to be like, oh my God?
Wait, what is this? I don't think I've ever heard
The
this.
Supreme Court
Anita Hill.
Justice.
He's like still.
This was
he's
this was
dead now.
before he was even a Supreme Court justice. This was when he was.
This is how he worked his way up.
No.
That's how he got the job.
Now
I met your mother.
You have to be voted in. It was during that trial of him being voted in that they all this Anita Hill. It was really the beginning of sexual harassment.
This was the first.
Let me explain.
This was
Let
the
me
first
explain.
example
It was the beginning
of sexual harassment.
It was the beginning of that.
It never happened before.
No one's gonna
People
let me
said,
explain.
what's this guy doing over there with his pube? I gotta give that a shot.
It was the
I
beginning.
gotta open up this island.
It was the beginning of people talk. It was the first time you ever heard the term sexual harassment. It didn't have a name before that. It was just like going to work.
Just guys being dudes.
And it was the first time you kind of heard sexual harassment. It was really Anita Hill is a great whistleblower in American history. That she's what she did helped a lot of women in the future.
Whistleblower, I feel like, has a negative connotation to it, and it shouldn't.
Yes, you're absolutely right.
It's like tattletale.
Right.
We need a new name for that.
Yes.
Truth teller.
But even despite that, he's still Congress still allowed him to become a Supreme Court justice.
People have those crazy, like Brett Kavanaugh had a crazy trial.
Yep.
A lot of wild accusations. But do you think that he just plucked a single pubic hair? This is like a 1994 style rundown, but
even before that, yeah.
But that's just a wild move to think that you're going to get he must have dipped his dick in the Coke or something like that, and the pube fell off onto the.
Supposedly it was the pube. That was my understanding. Yeah, you can see it there. Who has put pubic hair on my Coke? Hill told senators.
That sounds Shakespearean.
Yeah, he went over to his desk to get the Coke, looked at the can, and asked. Yeah.
So can't do that.
Yeah.
I guess you can. He didn't lose his job.
Yeah, that's true.
No, he got a new job. He got promoted.
And he got a way better.
He got the best job.
They thought it was a great prank.
Yeah.
After show, we have a baby named Rico Ryder. Maybe? Yeah, let's get Rico here because this seems like this should be a way bigger story. Or if it feels like Rico should have found out about this ahead of, if you're a big enough Rico fan to name your baby Rico Ryder, you would think you would have DM'd Rico or something about it.
Yeah, give
but
Rico
it's
the
just
heads up.
on a local news station in Illinois. Then the article says Nico Ryder. So
Yeah, we have an update.
so what's going on here?
An email from the station. Hello, blank. That was a mistake on our part, and the baby's name is actually Nico Ryder. We have updated the article to reflect the correct name. Thank you for bringing this to our attention, morning web producer. So,
Wait, the station emailed you?
No, I got guys on it.
Oh.
Like I said, look into this. I'm not doing it. You do it.
Yeah,
and they did it. So, yeah, I knew right away. I'm like, this is either a work, because if you called in to the station and said, hey, I had a baby, they're not going to be like, we named it fucking Rico Ryder or a dirt bike, whatever, or fucking page views this. They'd be like, oh, okay, it's a beautiful name. They're not going to ask, hey, can we see the birth certificate?
right.
And Stoolies are creative. So I think this is a harmless, funny way that the kid probably told his wife, yo, we should do this. This would be funny.
Yeah.
And then on the real thing, we do it.
Or
Because they found her Facebook and they were showing me what it was. So I was like, something's up. But the fact that the guy says it and it's not like a fake TikTok.
And it's not only
And
does
it's
he
in
say
the
it,
article.
There's the
This
image
guy
on the
says
screen.
it. Yeah,
Do you
this
think
guy says
maybe
it.
the graphics person is just a stoolie?
No, because it's in the copy.
Misheard it, and then it got and then
You got
that's
Ron
what they
Jeremy.
thought. Yeah.
But in the article it says Nico, but on the screen and out
And
of
the
his
report
mouth.
and the way that they wrote it down and gave it to the guy and the teleprompter was Rico.
Are you disappointed?
You'll get one.
No, I thought it was a fine line between I don't think a kid at 8 years old should, again, I wrote it in the blog, should go to their parents and be like, why'd you name it? It's like, well, Western Kentucky, or yeah, this guy stepped out of a fucking circle.
I mean, it's crazy. It's even that close. Ryder with a Y is not a common last name.
Winona Ryder.
No, it's a middle name.
Yeah, it's not that common.
That's the
Or like Ryder Strong.
Or no, maybe it is the last name.
It's the last name.
Winona Ryder, but Ryder
the
Strong
mother's-
was the
the
guy
mother's
from
maiden
Boy Meets
name-
World.
I don't know. The mother's maiden name was something else. So
But I think that
Ryder Strong, I met him.
Did you?
Did you?
Yeah.
Where at?
A Heineken event in the city.
Was it just him and Topanga and him of that podcast, right?
Well, he went to Columbia, so that's what I said too. I'm like, hey, I'm a big fan of the show, and I'm a big fan of Columbia graduates, to kind of show what people I'm sure just say I'm a fan. And he was like, oh yeah, how'd you know that? I'm like, I knew somebody who went to school with you, which I did, but
Yeah, Ben Savage.
While we have you, Clemmer
no,
mentioned
Ben Savage didn't go there.
No, he went to in the show.
While we have you, Clemmer mentioned earlier, Dave tweeting about your guys' Pick Central reaction, and Jerry, any formal comment?
When we heard the initial reaction, so we knew it was coming. We didn't get to see it live, obviously. And again, I mean, it was unreal. But when you get it, we got spoiled. We heard the reaction, so I would have done it in double. Like, I don't know, all the nightmare scenarios Jerry was worried about, 5 days, 6 days, like, that's very real for bad golfers.
What do you mean you would have done it in double?
Twice as long.
At least,
at
least twice as long.
5,000.
At least. Because that's the thing, too. Like, I've played with him. He can hit the ball very far, and he has been dialed in with irons. There's sometimes he's putting it to like 6-7 feet, and then he's hitting it in the fucking water.
Right.
Which makes it, like, again, like a guy like Trent. Well, Trent's way better than me, but, like, Scratch. The fact that a guy who barely breaks 100 did this is crazy.
Yeah.
But same hole was the right way to do it. Take off I don't know if they took off the wind or they did have a little wind.
The wind was like,
it was like
4-4.
Yeah.
It was nuts.
And you don't have to walk too. Like, he had to walk.
No, you can just, I'm wondering what like the next one, because he does love to hit the ball long, and I've seen him hit it like 330. I was saying, can he try and go for like 375 on a drive?
Oh my God, that's a good way to
that's just
injure yourself.
That's a way to, like, you would really be done. Maybe he starts at 350, or like progressively whatever.
Yeah.
Because somebody was saying there's only a certain amount you can hit it, but you really could get behind one. You don't know. And if it's downhill.
I was telling these guys, I don't know if I felt in our room it was more just like relief. Like, I felt it's like, thank God this guy did this.
No, it was the fact that we literally heard we knew exactly what it was. It wasn't like somebody got traded or this. We knew exactly what that was going to be.
What the eruption was.
Oh, yeah. It was very, very.
That's when we saw it. We were like, but it was unbelievable. It's
you and Jerry, great terms.
We are, yes, absolutely, too. I mean, I think he said on the Yak, he's like, I didn't text him. I 100% text him, so. He's right. He's running with the narrative, but it is what it is. Yeah, no, it was unbelievable. I don't know what his next. I'm wondering what his next one's going to be.
Yeah, it should be great. Appreciate you, brother.
And last up, we have some possible beef brewing between Pat Bev and Mark Titus on the pod the other day. Ron, I saw a clip you guys talking about this possible New York versus Chicago basketball game.
Who do you think would win in the game of basketball, the Barstool Chicago office or the Barstool New York office?
New York, without a doubt.
Why's that?
Tyler's there.
Yeah.
And a guy, I forgot his name. He crazy ass him, but he has dark hair.
Marty Mush?
Him. He's great. And I think he can hoop a little bit.
So are you coaching the game? Or are we calling the game? Or what happens?
I'm playing in the game. No, coach, I ain't know. What the fuck you mean?
Oh, you're playing on New York side?
Yes, I'm on New York side.
So they have a guy named Mark Titus who...
Oh, fuck who they got? Who ain't Mark Titus? How dare you disrespect me? I literally got the guard Steph Curry. You talking about motherfucker named Mark Titus. Man, you stop fucking. What's wrong with you? See how quickly motherfuckers forget? That's how it be, too. That's exactly how it is as a casual fan. That was perfect right there. You talking about they have this guy. What are you talking to?
But he walked on to Ohio State.
I'm not gonna fuck. Yeah, belt to ass. Stop playing with me. But see how quickly people forget just because they homies.
Got to set it up. Dude, we'll do it in Chicago.
I'm with it. It don't matter.
Away game.
It don't matter what the fuck we do with that. We can do it outside. I'll fuck how I go. You know me. I play outside too. Yeah, I'm local.
I love to hear that.
Oh.
That was better than I could have hoped for. See, and Tyler's been popping his shit. Philly could put his own team out there.
And you mentioned like, Chicago's got Titus, and Pat Bev was like, I fucking guard Steph Curry. Like, don't come to me and tell me about Mark Titus.
Well, before Titus had me as like the dope of the week or something for saying that New York could beat Chicago in basketball.
Gotcha.
He was like, he's the dummy of the week or something like that. So I brought it up on the show, and Pat Bev. First off, I think that there's nothing that is more emblematic that there is absolutely zero rivalry between New York and Chicago by the amount of people that were like we cheered for Jersey Jerry hitting that like the moon landing. Like people were fucking like rah-rahing. Everybody watched, like the entire office in New York is locked in. Nobody's like, fuck them. But I do think that
bomb it.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, we worked with the guy for years, and his hands are bleeding. Like I felt bad for him.
But like I think that this playing basketball against each other is such a healthy iteration of one branch of the company versus the other branch of the company. So I do think that should happen. I think it's really fun, and I think that Pat Bev's reaction was just emblematic of who he is. He's like, nobody's gonna fucking beat you. Like if you've ever watched him, if you listen to the show, you know that's who he is as a person. He's like, I fucking guard Steph Curry. Like I'm not worried about Mark Titus or whatever. And then Mark Titus fires back and was like, in a funny way, was like, he must have seen me make the whatever three-point competition he won. I forget the exact name of it. I don't want to butcher it. He beat Sean Marion in a three-point competition. I think the only way to settle it's on the hardwood, though, boys.
But so now does it have to wait for the off season for if Pat's going to play?
Sure. I don't know what that. I mean, let's drum it up. Let's sell pay-per-views.
Yeah. So Clemmer, you're the coach of new episode.
Oh yeah, check out Barstool
last
Basketball.
night of Dana Beer's Barstool Basketball documentary. You're the coach of that.
Yep.
What would let's say Pat Bev's going to play. Let's say you have the option of everybody in New York. What's your starting five?
Obviously Pat Bev. I got to put Mulcahy in there. I got to go with Dana. Assuming Billy's healthy, Billy's in there, and then maybe somebody else that isn't on the team currently that's really good. I guess Pabs is really good. Pat's really good.
I mean,
he put Pat at the one. Oh, you mean Gay Pat? Yeah.
Yes.
Tyler and Jordan, like the two producers from the Pat Bev show, are like,
they're legit. Yeah. I mean, obviously, I'm more comfortable with the guys that I know, but if for something like
got to
this,
run practices.
We got to run
practices. You can't go.
No, we need to all hands on deck because we got to win that game.
Also, I don't think you're going to be like making calls and.
Yeah, no one's going to listen to you.
Or like Pat Bev's not going to. You're going to be like pinned down, and Pat Bev's going to.
It wouldn't be like that. It wouldn't be like that. I think I'd like to think I'm a pretty
players coach. You're a players coach.
Oh yeah.
Like
I love my guys.
Maybe Gia's starting.
Yeah.
Get Gia in the mix.
Gia in there? No.
Jenks, I heard.
Do I hear Jenks is very good?
Jenks was like, I'll shut Titus down.
I mean, it definitely would be all hands on
Titus
deck.
has I feel like everybody's like, I want to guard Titus. Like everybody's like, let me get a shot at him. Like,
Pat Bev can guard whoever he wants. I'm guessing he's going to want to guard Titus. And if not, though, then we'll put somebody else on him.
I think you free him. Well, I don't know. What do you think the Chicago starting lineup is, though?
Mark Titus.
Right. Big T.
I feel like Big Cat's pretty good. He plays a lot of pickup.
Big Cat.
Big T? Is he good?
Yeah. Reed, Tyler's brother. But it's also like Reed's their third option. All right, Marty.
You got Mush?
We would smoke them.
Attaboy, Marty.
It's not even close, honestly. Like Titus, 16 years ago, he played basketball. Listen, the thing is what you could do. Big T plays like he's 5'6". He does. He shoots threes.
I didn't know Big T was a hooper.
He's a shooter.
I'm just saying.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
I love that.
He doesn't play down low. Big Cat is I know he like trains, like his working out is basketball. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, I feel like he would be
I think the person you have to look out for the most is Mackenzie. Mackenzie is a hooper. Why are you even laughing? Mackenzie's a hooper. Yeah, Mackenzie's a hooper.
It seemed like you were kidding in your delivery.
I'm not.
We tied against the women. Killed us.
Yeah, the women are.
That's the problem.
There's a problem.
But
But that's why we need some women so we can balance it out.
Yes.
That's why we get.
They're old and slow.
I'm trying.
Brandon Walker can't look up.
Brandon Walker.
Yeah, that's
Brandon
not.
Walker,
We don't even need to worry about. Yeah, not. Yeah.
He could be. Honestly, he'd be a good coach. You versus.
Brandon would be good if you had
Brandon
Chick-fil-A on like one side and you just kept moving the Chick-fil-A from one side of the basket to the other. I think then he'd be running.
Who else from their squad? I'm trying to think of who else from their side. I've heard people being like they get Compton and Taylor Lewan.
No. Well, football players are horrible at basketball.
If we get Pat Bev, but then give us Gilly then. You know what I mean? Give us.
Yeah.
I could Taylor Lewan. I'd 2 seconds reply right by him. Yeah, I'm not. He can't.
What about D'ing up? What about like D'ing up in the post or something like that? Because
Can we get Deion Sanders?
I had 3 charges in pickup basketball. Lewan would get so angry with me, I'd just cause charges.
He didn't let Clemmer didn't just list you as a starter.
No, Marty be off the bench.
Yeah, wait till the next game. Well, he's a moron. He's one of the worst coaches of all time.
That's not true. That's mean thing to say.
Wait till the next episode.
You think I'm a bad coach?
The next episode.
Do you want me to see me replaced for next season?
No, I think that you can be better.
Okay. We can all improve. You can improve too.
Who was your starting lineup?
What did I say? I said
Pat Bev, Dana, Mulcahy, Billy, and then he didn't.
Fifth would be up for grabs.
Is Pat Bev allowed to play? Like in our, not with the 70s, I'm saying our hypothetical, because that is.
He said I brought it up and he's like, I'm playing.
I'm okay with that because he's on our team.
He clearly said he wanted to be on New York. So.
I actually would be okay with it if he can't shoot or score.
Or if he's like
what?
Like he could only play defense and because that's not fair.
Yeah, but then it's we're making too many gimmicks. It's just got to be straight up 5-on-5.
All right. I'm okay. Believe me, I'm okay with having him on our team.
Well, there was discussion of it would be neither Pat nor Titus playing, right? I feel like that was brought up, but
that's not.
I feel like Pat would be a total game changer.
I seriously think we'd win by 20 plus.
Wow.
I really do.
Arian maybe on their squad. Like they have, and like Taylor and Wilt, like they're okay shooters. Like they have like pure shooting strokes. I don't know if that's what you want them, if you want them out on the perimeter, but like they could probably bang in the paint.
I'm not sure they get Taylor and Will.
Also, two
They're
guys
Tennessee.
that don't play anymore. Getting a little older.
Yeah.
We're young cats over here.
Don't throw me into that.
I think it's like genuine. It's like what Barstool's built on, like funny, genuine sports competition. Like people like being like, "We'll beat you, we'll beat you." That's like the weird haircut Seth, like the fucking combine, like the bobsled. Like it's like all early Barstool stuff plays into this exact type of back and forth that would be, I think, extremely fun.
You know who would have the least?
Francis maybe he's playing.
Oh yeah.
Francis
It's his 8th best sport.
Basketball.
Basketball. NYC versus Chicago basketball. Exasperated.
Francis is tired just thinking about it.
I mean, Caleb's nice at basketball. Where?
Sport like that, I just get injured now, like so badly.
All right. Fred says he gets
enjoy
injured.
Smitty on our team as well. I'd like to see him get.
Maybe there's a Philly team. Maybe there's a Philly team, a Nashville team, a New York team, and a Chicago team.
Wow, the whole league.
Wow.
Or like
That's good.
You know,
I like that.
because then Philly, you have Tyler and Jordan, Pat Bev from the Pat Bev Show, Gilly, Smitty. That's a nice starting 5 right there.
Are you on that squad?
I mean, I suck at sports, but I'll run around. I'll get some cardio for sure.
Having Pat Bev be like our advocate, like him, keep bringing it up, like New York will win, is huge for us.
Love it.
That's like.
Yeah, because
I think that's mainly because he's like, I'm playing.
Made like $85 million playing professional basketball throughout his career.
He said, I guard Steph Curry. I lost my mind.
But then Titus came back. He said he used to guard Steph Curry in 4th grade. So, you know.
All right. That's a good
It's
comeback.
fair. That's a great comeback. Titus is here for it. He's built for it. But I think it would be super fun. And maybe we play fucking softball against them next. Maybe we play fucking some others. This should be fun.
I agree.
This shit should be fun. There should be like shit talking and back and forth, and it should be an exciting. What the fuck? Legendary is.
Oh no.
Trending with Jerry After Dark and hashtag school shooting.
Yeah, there was a school shooting today. I don't know how that's
What does
getting
that have to
mixed
do with
into,
Legendary?
the Legendary tweets.
If it was a dude named Jerry, that's so fucked.
Oh, imagine the shoot. You're saying the shooter's name is Jerry?
I don't know.
That would be unfortunate.
Anything else?
Yeah, just please check out Barstool Basketball on the YouTube
and Smoke Show.
Yeah.
Yeah, season 2. We're in the off season now, but go binge it on my own YouTube.
Yeah, the last episode came out.
It's an easy place to binge it. Now it's just on my own YouTube channel. You don't have to sift through rundowns with the 3 of us. Get it? Because 3 of us are on the rundown today.
Yeah, I got it.
This was a good rundown.
I think so.
Great, fun rundown.
Hope we don't.
I was giggling.
Hope we didn't cancel ourselves at any point.
I don't think so.
That shit's over.
I think it's over.
You
I do think
like
it's
some
over.
Diddy stuff to cancel yourself these days.
Diddy, or Diddle?
Like Puff Daddy.
What'd he do?
I don't know.
I got some hot water over.
Recently?
Yeah, the last.
Yeah, he's in the middle of getting canceled.
Yeah.
What'd he do?
I don't know. It's not my place to say.
Go look it up.
We thought we were wrapping
Google his
it
name.
down.
Okay.
You gotta figure out how shit works. You
Look,
gotta be
I'm just so
up with stuff.
I'm just unplugged.
We can tell.
It's all.
I'll look it up on my own.
Yeah, look it up in your own.
Yeah, that's the rundown. See you guys on Monday.